Hi, Leo. Hi, Lion Gang. This is going to be your reading for the end of December and moving into January 2021. It is good for the Sun, Rising Moon, and Venus sign of Leo. Please keep in mind it is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you because it isn't meant for just one of you. It's a general message. Check your Rising Moon or Venus sign if this doesn't resonate. You could find your messages there instead, or just deeper messages or different messages. But if you would like to book a live one on one reading with me and have a reading be just for you, the link to my website is in the description below. If you are new to this channel, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for you here every week. But right now it's Soma Chandra Leo, my favorite zodiac sign. You know I love you people. Don't tell the other zodiac signs. I don't want them getting jealous. Leo, this was an interesting message. I think that what I've picked up on is something going down either with family and possibly or with work, maybe a little bit of both. I dropped the spread out and I've actually been sitting here for like 20 minutes or so, just drinking coffee, taking notes, listening to the messages. So, my guides this week have really encouraged me to use my more spiritual decks to talk about what's happening for you guys on a deep soul level for all of you. They wanted me to use it for you too. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries and unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives? Deep replenishment is here as well. Retreat, rest, and be held. Leo, especially after the holidays, you guys burn bright like the sun. You are often leaders. You'll be leaders at work, in your family, in your soul tribe. You're very alpha. So I suspect a lot of you did a lot of work over the holidays. It's really time for you time. It's time for Leo time. Okay, go back in the cave, my lions. You need to retreat and rest and be held. Ask someone that loves you to give you a hug. You guys give good hugs too. But there are some boundaries that you need to put in place moving out of this year and moving into next year. This may have to do with a soul tribe or a group of friends. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Some of you are teachers, healers, and light workers. Some of you are very intuitive. Beauty and devotion. Some of you are in the health and wellness industry. It's definitely time for self care. Some of you are seeking a mystic or a teacher, or you are mentoring someone else right now. This could be going down in family or work. You need to set boundaries in that relationship. I'm not saying you have to release the relationship, but something about it might be draining you. So it's important to release old patterns. You can change, you can make new patterns for people and with yourself. And it can make other people uncomfortable sometimes when you change the rules like that. But some stuff needs to change. And it's time to devote to yourself. Again, some of you are teachers and healers. You're the priestess. That some of you need to seek some counsel in that way. At the last minute, they wanted me to use Colette Baron Reed's The Spirit Animal Oracle deck. They felt like this was advice that you needed, or maybe this is advice that next week you're meant to give someone else. I have a feeling this is not for some of you, this isn't for you. It's for someone you're close to. Maybe about this relationship that needs to have better boundaries and old patterns need to be released. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom, and turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. They all came in the reverse, which means you or someone you're connecting to needs the protection message. When turkey spirit comes in reverse, it's where someone hasn't been very grateful for something that's been given to them, or there's been some scorekeeping. I just heard something about tips or not getting a promotion, something to do with scorekeeping and monetary value. Make sure you're very gracious and grateful that you give from the spirit of gratitude. You're not giving just to receive, and that what you are giving to people is being acknowledged. If it's not, you might be giving too much. Watch for scorekeeping at work and family relationships. Also, there is a lesson that you guys have needed to learn. You have all the information there, all the knowledge is there. Turn knowledge into the wisdom. And then you won't repeat those old patterns. For some of you, this is something you're trying to teach somebody and they are not grateful for it. And when turtle spirit comes in the reverse, it has a very distinct message. This is where somebody wants to climb to the top and very, very quickly. They need to be patient. They need to slow down. Right now, you're meant to be a human being, not a human doing. So watch out for non-gratitude, competition, trying to climb over other people to get to the top or have them do it to you. Just stand back and observe. It will take you time to get where you're going. There are more lessons to be learned. Be grateful for the lessons you've learned. I feel like this is for somebody in your environment, and you needed to hear this so that you understand why they're behaving the way that they do. Yeah, something like that. And these messages might not have anything to do with the tarot. So I think there's something going down with family or the workplace. Maybe a child could be involved as well. In the recent past, I have the Six of Wands in reverse, Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius here, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, recent past, there was not a breakthrough in a situation. You rethought the whole thing, or someone rethought it with you. It ran hot and cold. One minute somebody felt one way, one minute they felt the other way. There was an excessiveness. Something could not be brought into balance. Someone could not be patient and calm, could not bring peace to the situation. And it might have really made you feel like you fell from grace. There was the Six of Wands in reverse can sometimes be egotism, or where we have to be more private and focus on our personal definition of success. But this is about success, public recognition, progress, and self confidence, where we get the promotion, we get the girl, we get the guy, we're proud. Sometimes it's where someone's not great at communication, but then they get knocked off their high horse. So there was just a lack of success or balance or peace brought into a situation in the recent past. Maybe you didn't get a promotion. Maybe you didn't get acknowledged. Maybe you pulled out of the situation. The present moment is the Five of Wands, the Hierophant, Taurus, and the Ten of Cups. Now, when I see the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups, this looks like something to do with family. The Hierophant is the system. The Hierophant is wisdom and major lessons learned. Often the Hierophant is family, tradition, spiritual knowledge and wisdom, but it's the way things have always been done, deep traditions. It can also be like university, a big bank, the government, something like that, a big communal organization. This looks like family, or like a work situation with people that you really love, or there's this transcendence here that's really beautiful, peace and harmony in this very traditional tribe, but there's also tension right now. That's not the end of the world. It's not the Five of Swords. It's just the Five of Wands, where we don't live in an echo chamber. There's a lot of diverse opinions. You and another person you're connecting to could be very different, but I see that you're invested in working it out. There might be competition, just some tension here. Everybody seems to want to play by the rules, and the end goal is long-term emotional stability. But I don't know how you feel about that. You might be trying to break away from that. Because the next action coming in for you, Leo, is the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be a person around you, or it could be you. The Seven of Cups is kind of feeling overwhelmed. You have a lot of choices and opportunities. The Seven of Cups is where we window shop in our life for a relationship, for a job, for a place to live, something. We do a lot of wishful thinking. There is a little bit of confusion and illusion. It's a little overwhelming. But I think that you're thinking about walking away from something and looking at your other choices, because the situation you're in up until now, you feel like is going nowhere. This could be work related. This is where somebody feels stuck. They need more self-discipline. They either can't finish what they start, or they're a perfectionist. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse is something that's unproductive. So either somebody's being lazy and they won't finish what they start, and they just feel stuck and bored, or it's like a perfectionism and like a workaholic and a drive to exhaustion. So watch out for that in yourself moving forward. For some of you, I feel like this is like a relationship or a job or something. It might have to, I think for a lot of you, it has to do with family. And you're like, I'm done. This is going nowhere. And I do have other choices. and a person around you or the energy in the environment. I got the Page of Cups in reverse, the Hangman Pisces here, and the Five of Cups. This could be a child, but it doesn't have to be whoever. They could be a younger person. Whoever this person is, they might flake out on you this week at the last minute. They feel very vulnerable, or perhaps you feel vulnerable with them. The Page of Cups in reverse is kind of a broken dream. Worst case scenario, it's someone that's sort of obsessed with looks and youth and beauty, and they're childish and they're jealous and they just withdraw, they flake out, they have a broken dream of some kind. They might have even had a difficult childhood. But in pages in reverse can be either no news or bad news. So this person ultimately, they have a creative block and they doubt their own intuition. There is an insecurity here, but they are paused in their feelings. They're in a situation they feel uncomfortable with. They are just the hangman. They are trying to see it from a different point of view right now. They have to surrender to something. Their action towards you is the Five of Cups. So if this person's storming off and being childish, they're sorry. They're going to come back and say they're sorry, or they just have regrets. They have regrets for the way things are. They're very disappointed, but they can't open up to you. They're just trying to just surrender and see something from a different point of view. Your advice was interesting. I was surprised by this. I have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Cups in reverse, and Death in reverse. I clarified Death in reverse and I got the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. So, first of all, when I see the Ten of Swords and Death, this could be about an actual death, but it could also, or an ending of some kind in your life or a person that you're connecting to. It could also be a major health issue. For some of you, somebody drinks in this situation and they drink a lot. They may be very withdrawn and depressed. They may even be in denial about the ending of something. But what they're saying is acknowledge pain. I mean, I have a Ten of Cups and a Ten of Swords. So that could be a family issue that needs healing, an ending that's very painful. Someone feels stabbed in the back. If someone has stabbed you in the back or there's been crisis and pain, that definitely needs to be acknowledged. It's a deep wound. The Three of Cups in reverse is, as your advice is, don't get yourself into any kind of triangulations or deal with the flying monkeys. This is where we learn lessons of alone time. Three's a crowd. It's definitely time for you to focus on independence. Watch out for hardcore partying. You might just need some alone time. Death in reverse shows me that there's some kind of ending that someone may be resisting. Don't be afraid of what grows in the place of what dies. You may still be healing from some kind of a major transition, or someone around you is, and they might not be ready to come out and spend time with you. The Nine of Cups in reverse is that's about indulgence. So I feel like someone around you, this could also be for a cross watcher that's dealing with a Leo like this. Someone may be withdrawn, depressed, and in denial. They might be a very indulgent person, or someone's retreating and withdrawing because it's just not a wish come true. So your guides want you to allow yourself time to heal from painful endings, be very mindful of health issues and indulgences. I don't have the devil here, but something like that could be happening. Focus on inner happiness. Focus on what you do have versus what you don't have. Watch for the indulgent people in your life. And if you must withdraw into silence from a person, make the most of your alone time. The hermit goes on a solo spirit walk and he makes the most of that time. If someone's withdrawn from you, you just need to let them be withdrawn because it looks like there's been some pain involved here. Yeah. They really want you to just, for whatever reason, this is the oracle advice that there's a lacking of gratitude and there might be kind of this rat race, climb to the top mentality that needs to stop between yourself and maybe a group dynamic, family, a friend, even a romantic partner. I have Sag, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, and Virgo here. So you could be dealing with any one of those signs. Make sure you're grateful for everything given to you. Turn that knowledge into wisdom and just slowly observe someone else It's definitely time to focus on yourself right now and find your inner high priestess and those around you that you feel you can connect to in that way. Only lead who will be led, and only be led by a good leader. Make sure you have the good boundaries, release the old soul patterns, and take care of yourself. Yeah. All right, Leo. So that's your message for the end of the month and moving into January. I hope that this message helps you if it resonates with you. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Leo, always, because I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.